Right, shalom, shalom. Wanna give all praise, we're gonna face east and give all praise to God and glory.
Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Krokadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone of the will. And much peace, safety, and blessings to the hopeful elect throughout the four winds, pushing this truth and sincerity and diligence. All right, the great millstone, Lake Charles, Louisiana camp, coming back again on the highways and byways, man, and what prophesied the downfall of America, all right, which is what formerly known, all right, is what Babylon in the scriptures, man. All right, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, you know, and this place will be destroyed by what? Fire and brimstone, man. And as you can see, the times we're in, ultimately what Yahweh Shema Shai is doing, man, is building up brothers' faith for their great hour of temptation, man. You know, so what? The Lord is having it to where your foundation must be set upon that great rock, man. You know, if it's set on any other foundation, man, you will be spewed out of the mouth of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You know, because what the scripture saying, Isaiah 33:6, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shall be what the stability of thy times, man. You know, and it takes what ultimately that great portion of faith, all right, to even come out here, man. It needs what temperatures, man, these times that we're in, you know, which ultimately lets it be known that what brothers all throughout the four winds are constantly hastening, man. All right, hastening what that great coming of Yahweh Shai, you know. So hey, you can grab me Psalms 27:1. Bible Kashan, we'll just start right there. You know what I'm saying? And let the spirit flow.
The book of Psalms, chapter 27, verse 1. It says, a psalm of David, the Lord is my light and my salvation.
That's right, man, because ultimately what we'll walk, you know, Proverbs 6:23, because what ultimately in these times, man, we're walking in what that great valley of shadow of death, man. All right, we're totally amongst great wickedness, man. God. You know, we're great, great. We're amongst great wickedness, man. You know, so what? We have to be possessors, possessors, all right, of that great light, man, and ultimately what keep us on walking that straight and narrow path. You know, but it says what? Who's that great salvation? Or that light?
Lord.
The Lord is our light, man. You know, give me that real quick. Proverbs 6:23.
This is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 23. It says, for the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life.
No, and that's why I tell you that in what book of John, the book of John 3:20, man. You know, this is what the condemnation that light is coming to the world, man. You know, but a lot of people of our nation, you know, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Natives, you know, it tells you that what you have more pleasure within unrighteousness, man. You know, going off eating abominable foods, man, going to commit adultery, all right, and ultimately just fulfilling the lust of your flesh, man, which is not going to profit you anything in the time to come, man. You know, all right, that was it. Reproofs of destruction are the way of life. You know, so the reproofs of destruction, man. The scriptures also tell you in the book of Proverbs that when he that walking out of the congregation,
walking out of the way shall remain in the
congregation of the dead. That's right, man. And you have a lot of people walking from amongst, you know, the true men of Yahweh Shema Shai, you know, fully receiving this 100% doctrine, man. You know, and ultimately you're going to be destroyed for that. Go ahead, yeah, all
right. Continuing on in Psalms chapter 27 at the top, it says, whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?
That's right, man. The Lord is the strength of our life, man. When you go to 2 Samuel, man, you know, the second First Samuel 2:6, man. You know, when you read further down, it tells us what about no man what strength shall prevail, man. Because what ultimately around us, when we are walking this walk daily, man, we have angels, man, encamping around about us, man. You know, and it really takes faith to believe that, man, because the scripture in what 1 Corinthians tells us that we are subject to looking not on the things that's being seen, man. All right, the things which are seen is not of hope, man. You know, that's faith. That's actually having faith, okay? Because everything around us is gonna be what destroyed, man. Everything that you see around us will be destroyed. All right. Well, I tell you that in Judges 10, man. Judges 10:14. You know, go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen, man. Because what you physically see these things, man. You see that image of Cesare Borgia, man. All right. You see trusting Esau, all right, which is the so-called white man. All right. You're trusting in him because you see what his statue on this side, man. Which ultimately, what that's the Lord just being a righteous power, you know, because he was set up to rule and be the rod of Yahweh Shema Shai's hand, man.
point, that's basically how Jake do. They see someone of high stature. Jake really like eye candy, something that seems, to be appealing. They'll look at, the men of the Lord and basically despise him,
Right. It tells you in the book of Isaiah, tell them what smooth things. Ultimately prophesy what things that pertain to deceit. Jake love hearing something the deceit. That's why it's a saying in the world. You lie so much to where you actually believe it, man. This devil has told you that everybody was gonna be delivered, man, and you really believe it. That's why it tells you that they're gonna basically come to grips with understanding that they'll receive lies, man. They'll believe and trusted in lies, man. And that's ultimately the whole reason that Yahweh Shimei Shai sent all his prophets, man. To warn you before this great destruction takes place. But the scripture says what? Hey, who can be against us, man? Because now we'll tap back into our true heritage. We'll tap into what that great power that Yahweh Shimei Shai has ordained from the beginnings of time for us, man. So who can be against us if we're constantly calling upon Yahweh Shimei Shai, man? Coming out here compelling the elect to come into the body, man. You got that out?
Yeah, the Romans.
Okay.
Hold on, what you have Romans?
Romans 8, 30, 35.
Oh, we shall separate.
Okay.
This Romans chapter 8, verse 35, it says, "Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach?"
That's right, man. Because ultimately, from the beginning, it was already set in stone that what this great love was going to be bestowed upon a small remnant of men.
It says, continue on. It says, "Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine?"
Because that's going to be ultimately one of the hey, man, it basically goes into order, man. That great tribulation, the scripture tells you that you're going to be hated, all right, by all men namesake, for the love, all right, of Yahweh Shimei Shai. That great tribulation, man, constantly catching hell, man. Hey, man, we see it daily, man. Brothers are catching hell on an extreme level, man, that you wouldn't even think or notice, man. And that's ultimately showing that spirit of Yahweh Shai, is amongst his men. Because you just never know what brothers going through, man. But yet brothers still fight, man, and still come out here and lay up those spiritual sacrifices, man, and what they're pleasing before the throne of Yahweh Shimei Shai.
That goes to show you that every brother don't have the same walk, right? and every walk ain't gonna have the same ending. But every brother gonna have faith, all right, and none of the walks gonna come in between them and the love of Yahweh.
Right. You can get 1 Peter 5:9, Bible for sure. Being that you just made that point out. Because ultimately the Lord knew each other brother portion, man. But ultimately that's why the scripture tells us that we are body. Just because it might not seem, hey man, all brothers catching hell, man. So you can't belittle, the brothers that's next to you, man. We in this shit together, whether you like it or not.
This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 9. Whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world.
You see, they're accomplished, man, within the brothers that you are on this battlefield with, man. Constantly, man. All right? When you're not talking to a brother, when the brother is away, you know what I'm saying, at his home or whatever the situation may be, man. Hey, shit ain't always what it seems, Brothers catching hell daily, man, and that truly shows that brothers are subject to being warriors, man. Because all of these things that brothers are going through, the one thing that is taking hold of is those brothers' minds, man. And brothers still got the integrity, man. The integrity said, I'm going to get my ass up and still go fight for Yahweh Shimei Shai, man. Because
another point, not only for Yahweh Shimei Shai, but shit, also for, the brothers that's around you, because that's uplifting and exhortation, a brother seeing you striving and doing this, that, and the third. Matter of fact, hold on, let me grab some. This is 2 Corinthians 9 and 2. Well, I'm gonna start at 1. I like to bring this out. It says, "For as touching the ministering to the saints, it is superfluous for me to write unto you." All right, so this is what Apostle Paul write. It's verse 2. This is the point. It says, "For I know the forwardness of your mind, for which I boast of you to them of Macedonia, that Achaia was ready a year ago, and your zeal have provoked very many." So by you seeing a brother, basically strive and push and endure all these things and go for the way to show you how things are done, it's gonna provoke you to keep going. You know, that's motivation, man.
That's why in the book of Acts, the 2nd chapter, tell you to what, exhort one another daily, man.
Daily.
You know, and it tells you that what each day, you know, once those brothers were brought into the faith, they broke bread daily, man, and that uplifted brothers, man. Whether it was through hell or good times, man. You know, and this shit wasn't done in deceit or just for show. You know, it was done out of what that truth and sincerity for the love of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. It tells you that what John 15 and 13, because ultimately, you know, the brother brought out the beautiful you know, that analogy of that point, man. It wasn't just, you know, for the Lord. It was for the brother next to you, because ultimately you gotta know and believe that the man next to you, you know, is of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. You know, you shouldn't have to second guess your brother in this truth, man. You know. You had another point.
Another pretty just to go in how we basically label for the brotherhood as well. This is Sirach 33 and 17. It says, consider that I labor not for myself only, but for all them that seek learning. You know, just hitting on that point there. Hey, we're working for the brotherhood, man. Right. You know, by you striving and going through these tough trials, you know, and tribulations, you know, it's exhortation for the brotherhood, man.
You know, because ultimately we're set up as examples, man. Yeah. You know, if you've been put in situations, you're able to tell the brother next to you, hey, I've been in that situation. This is how you maneuver, you know? What I'm saying? Now, every situation won't work for each individual brother, you know? But, you know, that's why we give that advice, man. You know, and it's not just according and dealing to our emotions, man. You know?
I had a circle on that. This is Romans 12 and 10. It says, be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another. So just like the brother was going into that word preferring, it means to go before and show the way, man. You know, so we are the elder brothers, you know, from the apostles and elders on down. They paved the way, man. You know, they went before and showed us the mannerism and the manner we ought to walk in, man. You know,
just tell you in the book of Hebrews, man, who's faithful. You know, because like the brother just brought out, man, everything has to be done in a great pattern, man. If you have a slothful pattern, that's basically on your behalf. You don't have a good report, man. You know, you go jump back to the Romans 8, sir.
I didn't finish 35. It says, who shall separate us? Romans 8:35. Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword?
Or sword, man. And ultimately, that's going to be that last one. God. That great sword. But ultimately, you know, that chip, man. You know, that chip, man. Everybody's going to be faced with that great hour of temptation, man. God. You know, and like when we opened up, man, if you don't have that foundation, you know, you got a sturdy foundation, man, you're going to wither away. You know? And that's why Yahweh Shem Yahshua is constantly building brothers up, man. You know? So that you can be able to face, because the scriptures in Amos, you know, tells you who's going to be able to, like Malachi, you know, who's going to be able to withstand that great evil day, man. You know? Everybody won't be able to.
I had a point. This is Luke 8, and I'm going to start at 11. It says, now the parable is this, the seed is the word of the Most High. 12, it says, those by the wayside are they that take hear. It says, then cometh the devil and take away the word out of their hearts, lest they should believe and be saved. So basically that's simple. All right, 13, it says, they on a rock are they, which when they hear it, receive the word with joy. And these have no root.
Right, no root, man. If you don't have no root, hey, it's easy for you to come out. With what, winds, water, you know?
Anything.
You have to be deeply rooted, man. It tells you that in the book of Colossians, man.
I was going to get that next. But, and another thing about being rooted, that basically means that you're established, you know? You set in stone. You're not going nowhere, man. You know? It, just like, you know, when they had the hurricane, you see some trees that was unrooted and some trees that was still rooted, man. You know? But it says, and these have no root, which for a while believe, and in time of temptation fall away. So when things get tough, you know, they fall away. You know?
Say for a time, man, that season. You know, because ultimately you got to be able to withstand each and every season, man. It tells you that Ecclesiastes 3, it's a time for everything, man. You know? It's a time for the plants to die, man. It's a time for it to be what sprung back up. All right? it's a time for bad and troublesome times, man. And then in the end, ultimately, man, you know, we're gonna get that glory, man. You know, but right now it's not that time. You know, right now it's the time for us to continuously die daily, man. For y'all Bashim outside. That speaks about in what Colossians 3, man. You know, and we have our hearts set up on the great treasures that's gonna be stored up in the kingdom. You know, and we die daily. Then guess what, man? We're gonna be able to be glorified and put on the right hand side with Yahweh Shai, man. You know, and this is the mentality and mindset that the true men of the Lord is in, man. You know, knowing that what we have better things to look for, man. We're what striving for that great latter ending, man. You know, and ultimately what embracing all of the bullshit and the hell that we catch in this place, man. You know, you had some more on that, the 27. Like verse 2. You have some more on that?
Yeah, they go right all the way down. 36, it says, as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long.
See, God, hey, God, for what the Lord's sake we are killed all the day long, man. You know, laying down our lives, man, because it's things that you just might want to do, you know, with concern of flesh, man. You know, but what, man, you know that you're subject to putting those things aside, man, because you understand what's more better for you, man,
more beneficial.
Right.
It says, we are accounted as sheep for the slaughter.
God.
It says, nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us.
How, man? Because what? Yahweh Shai's spirit is placed upon that small remnant of men. You know? So by Yahweh Shai having his spirit in us, ultimately it's not us fighting, man. You know? We're just carrying on the mental state of it. But what? It's Yahweh Shai putting that spirit and that fight in us, man, to continue this race. You know?
It tells you that in the book of what that is, Joshua
1.
Yeah, kind of 1 and I think like 8 or 9. You know, it basically tells you to have that good courage because I'm with you whithersoever thou goest, man. Right. You know, so the Lord is ultimately, you know, with us as well as those angels that are encamped around about us, man. Right. You know, it's that a little bit more.
It tells Salaki. I can tell you that Hebrews 2 also. Yeah. You know, because it says when Yahweh Shai is secure, man. You know. And when you go into the word secure, it basically means an aid, man. When you got anything go on, you call an ambulance or 911 for emergency. Hey, man, we subject to call up on y'all by Shemal Shah, man. That's why brothers throughout the 4 winds have so many testimonies, man. Tell you how what the Lord brought them out of situations, man. You know, and ultimately that was a test of what faith, man, and endurance. You know, which wasn't bestowed upon everybody, man. Because if it was, we wouldn't be in this predicament that we in today, man.
Continuing on, it says, for I'm persuaded that neither death nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come.
That's right, man. I also tell you in the book of Romans that let every man be fully persuaded, man. Okay. So Apostle Paul said, I'm persuaded that none of these things are going to stop me from doing the will or work of Yahweh by Shemal Shah, man. Okay. You know, it takes a strong mind, you know, to actually go through it. You know? Got it,
Book of Psalms, chapter 27, verse 2. When the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell.
You see, and this is what's gonna happen, man. You know, this is foreseeing that great evil, man. You know, and which is it tells you also in the book of Job, if I'm not mistaken, the 9th chapter. You know that it's things that Yahweh Shemal Shai has saved us from that we have no idea of, man. God. You know.
And then also another thing, that's what King David was asking for in the book of Psalms. He said, keep me away from presumptuous sins, man. Right. You know, and the Lord, he's going to do that, man. Take care of that.
Because the Lord, how they say the word, the Lord know my heart.
God.
You know, hey, the Lord really knows, man, who's his men. You know, it tells you that in John 17, man, Yahweh Shai know exactly those men that were put into his hands, man. And they can't be plucked out, man, no matter what. All right? No matter what your intentions are or your thoughts over these men. Guess what, man? Nothing is going to stop them from doing what they have been ordained to do from the beginnings of the foundations, man. Okay. You know? But in the scripture the brother just read, man, it says, when my enemies came to eat my flesh up, man, to devour me. You know? They had intentions on truly devouring me, man. But what? The Lord had them fall right before us, man. And that's going to happen, man, in the times to come. You know? You're going to have Edom coming in like that great flood, man. All right? Man, you're going to have all type of miracles happening, man. Okay. You know? And it's all backed by the belief of the prophets, man. You know? because we're foretelling you these things before they even happen, man. You know, you got Edom try to come up into your house, man, and next thing you know, you disappear, you somewhere else. You know, that's the power that we serve, man. That's the miracles that we're about to see. You know, even Yahweh Shai his own mouth said that what, man, the things that you have seen me done, hey, you gonna do things much greater. Now, just keep in mind, what can be more greater than the things that Yahweh Shai did, man? You know, hey, just walking on water alone. That's a great thing. Healing people, you know, and that's why 2/3 of our nation won't be subject to tapping into that spiritual power, man. You know, because yeah, we're gonna be able to defend the Akim and stuff like that, but who goes to say, oh, I just want spiritual power just so I can heal, man? That's the mentality of the men of the Lord, man.
Yeah, we was talking about that. I think it was that brother. We was talking about that the other day, man. If 2/3 will have spiritual powers, you know the type of time they'll be on, man.
They trying to,
you know,
break
Jake
his foot
lies
locker.
to do evil, so they'll be doing all kind of fuck shit, man.
Yeah, they trying to break his foot locker, big flat screen TVs. Like, bro, you do know what EMP just hit? It ain't no power, and you trying to mount a 72 inch on your wall. That's the mentality of Jake, though, man.
Good, good.
You got some more on that, huh?
Psalms chapter 27:3. Though an host should encamp against me,
Though an host is what a great army.
Done.
Go ahead.
my heart shall not fear.
My heart shall not fear, man. Because our mind is totally set that way. Yahweh Shem Shai is here. The angels are here to protect us, man. You know? Brothers have been in many situations where brothers almost got in car wrecks and the car that slowed up. It's like time froze, bro. You know? Time basically stopped just so that brothers wouldn't get into the accident, man. That shows that what Yahweh Shem Shai and the angelic force is amongst us, man. Daily. You know? Go ahead.
It says, though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident.
You see? Though war shall, it say, though war shall what? It say shall, right? That's in these times to come, man, because it will happen.
Though war should
okay,
rise against me.
Though war should, because what? It was set up that these things were gonna happen. Okay. You know, we're gonna be confident in what? It's faith, man. It's true. Yahweh Shem Shai, because when we went to verse 1, it tells you that what? The Lord is our light. That's our salvation. You know? So ultimately, no one can get us out of these situations but Yahweh Shem Shai, man. You know? That's why the scriptures say, well, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. You know? You better tremble and hope that Yahweh Shem Shai has favor upon you, man. And that's not just be out here saying that, man. You know? Because all of these things has to be backed up by action.
This is Sirach 51:7. It says, they compass me on every side, and there was no man to help me.
They compass me on every side. So it's basically you have nowhere to go.
God.
Your back is against the wall. Your back is against the wall. And even like that, you know, it's basically you in a circle, but you surrounded by a great multitude of people. You got nowhere to go. So what you gonna do?
So you got no choice but to call upon the Lord, man.
That's right.
You know, it says, I look for the secure of men, but there was none. Secure is basically an aid, man.
How they say Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, that lifeline.
God.
The last lifeline. which the Lord is our only lifeline, man. God. And we got a direct line to him, you know? So he say who he called upon, that's secure, man. God. Which is who? Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
It says, then I thought upon thy mercy, O Yahweh, and upon the acts of you know, basically how the prophets were delivered out of all those situations, man.
Yeah, and he said he thought upon what? Their mercy.
God.
And Lord. So he basically called it all upon his word. He basically called it all upon Lord. You're a merciful power, right? I need you to come through. Go ahead.
Yeah, shit, the Most High is not alive, man.
That's right.
Know? It says how thou deliverest such as wait for thee.
Hey Lord, you say, hey Lord, ain't you say, give me Sirach 2:10. Come on. Hey Lord, ain't you said look back at the men of old, whoever trusted in was forsaken. You know? So that's basically him basically calling on the Lord, man. Lord, you told me, look at the men of old. Well, Lord, I'm likened to those men right now. I need you to deliver me out of this situation, if it be according to thy will. You know? But that goes to show you that what he knew who to call on.
Okay. And that's just like in the book of First Maccabees, I think it's the 10th or 11th chapter. It goes into how Jonathan, he was basically in mid-battle, and shit, he basically stopped and prayed in the middle of the battle, man. You know, and the Lord had to deliver out of that situation, man. You know, so that goes to show you that, man, the men of the Lord, they ultimately, they know who their lifeline is, man. Right. You know?
This is
Yeah, some more.
Yeah, they got some more.
So like, yeah,
It says, how thou deliverest such as wait for thee and savest them out of the hands of the enemies.
See, because they wait upon you, on you.
Yeah.
They ain't waiting upon their mama, their brother, their sister, cousin. You see, they're waiting upon you, Lord. We're waiting upon the Lord. That's why I said we're hastening the day of the returning of the Lord, because the Lord is going to be the only one to deliver us from this hellhole, man. When these missiles hit, all right. When everything is on total lockdown, man. When you people are desiring to go into these different cities and you can't because it's locked down.
Okay.
You know, when there's no more food to eat. You know, who you gonna call upon, man? Or you gonna try to take matters into your own hand? You know?
They got it says, then lifted I my supplications from the earth and prayed for deliverance from death.
You see? Those sacrifices. And then he said what? He lifted up, man. Constantly praying and calling upon Yahweh Shemel Shah. You know? And ultimately the scripture tells us that what the prayers of the humble piercing through the clouds, man. God. So he basically made himself low. You know, he understood. He bowed down like, look, Lord, if it ain't you, I'm just here. You know? Which he knew that the Lord was going to be able to deliver him.
God, this is good, man. It says, I called upon the Most High, the Father of my Lord. Well, I called upon Yahweh Shah. Look. That's it. Yeah, God. I call upon the Most High, the Father of my Lord. It says that he would not leave me in the days of my trouble and in the time of the proud when there was no help.
Because it's going to seem like there's no help.
God.
You know? Look at Yahweh Shai, because ultimately Yahweh Shai was the greatest example, man. He say, Lord, is there any other thing? I'm saying, can I go through any other thing other than this? Lord, the Lord ain't asked him. So it seemed when he was in that moment, you know, as if what the Lord forsook him. But did the Lord really do that? No. The Lord was a man of his word. You know, he sent you to die for his the elect, that small remnant, to be ultimately put back into that fold, man. You know?
It says, and in the time of the proud, when there was no help, I will praise thy name continually and will sing praises with thanksgiving and damn, my screen correct. Oh, and so my prayer was heard, man.
God.
You know?
See?
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
That's right, man. And we have all of those records and accounts, man, to attest for it. You know, whoever trusted in Yahweh Shemel Shai was confounded, man. You know, who was ever on the highways and byways in truth and sincerity, you know, and basically sending up those spiritual sacrifices to the Most High, man. You know, Yahweh Shai, because it tells you that way. Yahweh Shai goes before the Lord, man. Yeah. You know, he's basically our lawyer. You know, so he's making that petition for us, man. You know, daily. That's like not a petition, an intercession, man. You know, pleading our case and our cause for us, man, where we can continuously be found favorable before the throne of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know, but all of those scriptures, as it speaks about in Romans 15:4, you know, were written for our learning, man, and ultimately our appliance, because we will be put in those same situations, man. You know, even it might be worse. You know, being that what this is the last captivity, and we're subject to proving how much we really love Yahweh Shemel Shai.
Every man is gonna have, you know, that hour of temptation, man. You know, in Revelation, the third chapter and 10th verse. Yeah, that word temptation, it basically goes into the word paramos, and it means the trying of one's fidelity, man. You know, your virtue. You know, seeing how you're gonna reason with that specific test. You know, that the Lord ultimately, you know, set up on you, man. Right. You know,
well, the scripture say, examine yourself daily, man, to see if you are in the faith or not. Say, prove yourself, man. When you go to the prove, it basically means to scrutinize. So we must scrutinize ourselves daily, and it says to see of what sort it is, man. And talk about in parentheses, it basically says of metals, man. To see you what element you are. You know, you're gonna be that fine gold, you're gonna be that silver, you know, you're gonna be that clay, you're gonna be that hay, all that stubble, man. You know, and ultimately the Lord is only coming back for that fine gold. So that's why these real detrimental situations are meeting brothers, man. You know, and ultimately through it all, the Lord has us enduring through it. You know, just preparing us for the times to come. Oh, you got that Psalms 9 and 10.
This is Psalms 9, verse 10. It It says, and they that know my name will put.
You can start at. You can start at. No, you can start at 9. Psalms 99.
Oh, I see. It says, the Most High also will be a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in the times of trouble.
See, a refuge for the times of trouble, man. That safe dwelling, you know. Refuge, when you look at a refugee, he has nowhere to go, man. He's constantly on the move, you know. And ultimately, the scripture tell you that what the righteous, the name of Yahweh Shem Yahshua is a righteous tower. Salaki is a strong tower, man. You know, so, and the righteous run into it, man. So that's a foundation and ultimately a dwelling place that can't be broken up, man. You know, nothing can come against this strong tower, man. You know, and it says only the righteous run into it and it's safe. You know, so that's how we're gonna be safe in the times to come. Go ahead.
All right. This is Sirach 34, and let me see. I'm gonna start at 13. It says, "The spirit of those that fear the Most High shall live, for their hope is in Him that saveth him." So their faith is in the Most High, man. All right. 14, it says, "Whoso feareth the Most High shall not fear nor be afraid, for He is his hope." Just look at the in the book of Job, the 5th chapter, man. They say in the 6 troubles, and it goes into the 6th and the 7 troubles. But the point of bringing that out is that, man, the Lord said that we're gonna laugh in those times, man. You know, it says, we got a point. Oh. "Whoso feareth the Lord shall not fear nor be afraid, for He is his hope." It says, "Blessed is the soul of him that feareth the Lord, to whom doth he look, and whom is his strength."
You see, to whom doth he look? He's not looking for nobody else to deliver him out of the situation but the Lord, man. Why? The Lord controls all things, all spirits, all aspects of everything, man. You know, the Lord can have somebody coming to kill you, and they just catch a heart attack and die, man, right before your face. And we're gonna see these things, man. It tells you in the book of Psalms what 1,000 falling to thy left, you know, 10,000 to thy right. You know, these are the things that we're gonna be seeing, man, and it's gonna blow brothers' mind. But ultimately, we see it before it even happens, man. You know, tell you about it. Habakkuk 2 and 3. You know, the vision is set for a appointed time, man. And though it tarry, wait for it, man, because it will surely come to pass. Got some more, man?
Verse 16, it says, "For the eyes of the Most High are upon them that love Him." It says, "He is their mighty defense, like it. He is their mighty protection and a strong stay."
That's right, man. Those angels are watching the middle of the Lord. You know, it's those angels that's coming down and basically being amongst us, whether we see it or not, man. You know, it's written in the scriptures for a reason, man. All right? We're constantly being watched, man. Constantly being protected. All right? You might be on the highway and you got Jake. I'm going to use Edom. Edom known for killing motherfuckers and getting off with it. But you might have a Edomite, man, full of drink, man. Toe up. You know, don't know where he going. And hey, he be this close to hitting your car, man, and having you get in the wreck and die, man. But the Lord protect you, man. You know, to where he swerved and just missed your car and hit somebody else, man. You know, all for what? Your well-being, because you are laying down your life daily for Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man.
It's it.
The brothers was talking about flying one day. My brother was like, he couldn't do a plane. And one of the elders was like, if you on a plane, you'll be the reason why that motherfucker won't crash.
That's right. God.
Ultimately, shit, that's you having that faith.
That faith.
You know, knowing that the Lord, you know, won't put you in one of those situations like that, man.
Right.
You know. Continuing on, it says a defense from heat, and a cover from the sun at noon, a preservation from stumbling, and a help from falling.
That's that spiritual force field. A defense from heat. And that heat is what those missiles, you know. Go ahead.
I'll back to the song, right? Psalms chapter 9, verse 10, it says, "And they that know thy name, will put the trust in thee."
You see? It says it in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, man. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth.
God.
You know? Because ultimately the Lord is our God, man. So by us trusting the Lord, we're going to trust in the Spirit. You know? Go ahead.
It says, "For thou, Yahweh, has not forsaken them that seek thee."
You see? So as long as we continue to seek Yahweh Shem Yahshua, we won't be forsaken, man. You know? We won't be forsaken, man. Hey, the kingdom of heaven was basically ordained for that small remnant, man, to walk in there, man, by ways of what? Walking that straight and narrow path, man. You know, it tells you in the book of Daniel, man, through much tribulation, man, shall we enter into the kingdom of heaven. You can, Acts 14 and 22, kind of, you can grab that, you got it, huh? Second Esdras.
This is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 16, verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen.
That's right, man. By way of what? The men of the Lord coming out of situations to where it looked like it's impossible, man. Go ahead.
And they shall be tried as the gold in the fire.
You see? And they shall be tried, man. Everybody's going to be tried. Even the guys in the other camps, man. You know? Because ultimately, when you look at when Israel was sieged, man, all right? Hey, everybody was tried, man. Everybody had to get up out of there, man. You know? Because ultimately, what these heathens don't want Israel to rule nothing, man. You know? These heathens don't want to see Israel be their possessors, man. You know? So everybody's going to be tried. But ultimately, what the only ones that's going to be standing when everything is all said and done is the elect.
Verse 74, Hear, O ye my beloved, said the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same.
You see, the days of trouble are at hand, man, but I will deliver you from the same. You can get Jeremiah 30 and 7 out. All right? So ultimately, we understand that what this place is on its way out of here, man. And we see it crumbling. This place is greatly crumbling, man. You know? But because you have the men of the Lord putting their trust in the Lord, hey, we're subject to overcoming all this hell, man. You get that Luke out, yeah, you get that.
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7, Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it.
That's right, none that is like it, man. It tells you in Daniel 12 that what Michael the archangel is gonna have to stand up. Now you put in to your mind, what in the hell, how bad is it gonna be? Because man, Yahushua himself alone could knock everybody off in this motherfucker. You know? So Mike is gonna have to come stand up for us. That's how bad it's gonna be, man.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Jacob's trouble, man, and that's where ultimately your faith is gonna be put to the most upstream test, man. You know, that's when you're gonna need that faith that we say that we have the most. You know, it's not gonna be uploading videos no more. It's gonna be a constant test, man. A constant belief. You know, to see all those every video that you ever made, man, is gonna be put to test through your actions, man.
It's the time for appliance.
Appliance.
You know, ultimately.
Right.
You have to put forth in effect everything, you know, that you've been learning. You know, it's time to show. You got to practice what you've been preaching, man.
Yeah. Not practice. You got to
live
it.
You got to live it.
You got to live it. You know, because it's good, you know, coming out on the weekends and bringing it out, and that's why, you know, the brothers tell you, man. Matter of fact, you can get Philippians 2 and 12, real quick. You know, just to go into that with that absence, man. You know. Because the scriptures earlier that the brothers brought out, you know, it let you know that what the eyes of the Lord are on his men, man, constantly watching us. So it's not about what you just do on camera, man. You upload your little videos, and after that, you go do it to what you really want to do. You know, hey, the how do you say, the marathon continues. You know, hey, the show still goes on, man, even when you off camera. And ultimately, that's when it matters the most, man. What you doing when you're not around brothers, man? You know, what is your mind set up on when you're not around the brothers, man?
Or are you just out there, you know, fulfilling your lust, man?
That's right. Being consumed with wickedness, man. And trying to cover up, you know, like you are for the Lord.
Putting on a facade. This is, and ultimately, you know, that shit gonna be weeded the fuck out, man.
Right.
You know? This Philippians 2 and 12, it says, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed.
My beloved. That's the believing brothers, man. Yeah. That's the Akin, man. And the sincere Akwat. You know, because they got eyes on them watching too. You know?
It says, not as in my presence only.
Not as in my presence only, man. That's why when Yahushua was eating with the disciples and the Pharisees and Sadducees, says, hey, man, why they don't have to fast, man? You know, Yahushua told them because it ain't time yet. You know? They see me. So why do they got a hope for me? They see me every day. So now in these times, you know, is where this applies even so more, man. You know, because we gotta have faith and hope, man. We don't see Yahushua. You know, spiritually, we already know He is. All right. Go ahead.
It says, but now how much more in my absence work out your own salvation with fear and trembling?
How much more in the Lord's absence, man? How much more? You know, doing it because like I said, man, it's gonna be situations to look like, hey, you about to meet your way out of there. But what the scripture tells us, what strive for the truth until death, man. You must strive until death, man. We're gonna be. Hey, look at Antipas. You know, look at Antipas, man. When he was put in that situation, you know, and he still held his integrity, man. Putting a brazen bull.
And so I've been bringing this out lately. That second Maccabees, when it basically goes into Eleazar's story. You know, shit, he basically held on to his integrity, man. When they basically prescribed for him to eat that swine's flesh, he said, man, I'm willing to die gloriously, man. You know, so ultimately that's him having that integrity and fearing the Lord, man. You know,
to die glorious is to know that the Lord is pleased with you, done, man. And you ultimately you're being you're basically standing up for what you believe in, man. And that's why 2/3 of our people wouldn't even subject to being obtainers of this truth, man. You know, because you got Jake's man, Jake just tore up in the world. You know, you give Jake a couple $100,000, it really don't even take that much. You know, you tell Jake, I give you $5,000 to go kill this person. Jake doing it. Like, bro, you really sitting up here trying to take somebody like $5,000, bro, that you're not gonna be able to spend. You know, that's like Simon, man. Want to possess the goods of the Lord, but for his filthiness, man. You know.
Earlier on, it said that he was basically had everybody in like a trick bag using sorcery, man.
You know?
So you just know like the mannerism and how he would have been maneuvering if he would have had that spirit, man, that gift, man.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7. I'm going to read it over. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
That's right, man. You know, the elect is going to be delivered about it, man, by way of what happened to Yahweh Shemar, the angels constantly fight for us. You know? And ultimately, we got to hang on, man, because you see it. Hey, you see it that, man, this place don't got long left. All of these wicked laws, man, has been prescribed. You know, all of these things have been put into play for Israel's destruction, man. You know, and they think that just because Trump face ain't on the scene, that everything gonna be peaches and cream. That's wrong.
They got some leans.
Yeah, they think they think everything gonna go back to its normalcy, man. What 1 Thessalonians 5:3 say, man, or when they shall say peace and safety, you know, there's sudden destruction gonna come. You know, and everybody's gonna be caught off guard, man, except for the men of the Lord. You know, because this is what we're hastening for, man. This is what we're striving for the truth and what making our call and election sure, man. You know, this is what we're doing it for, man. We understand that we was brought with that price, man. You know, Yahweh Shai want to fight for us and have us come out beautifully, man. You got it, man.
This is Luke chapter 6, verse 48. It says, let me see, I'm gonna go up 47. It says, whosoever cometh to me and hear me sayings, so like and hear my sayings and do it them, I will shew you to whom he is like.
And will everyone go into the Lord and hear those sayings? No, it tells you in Matthew the 13th chapter, man. You know, and it's many kings and princes and those that sit up on the throne desire to understand the things that we understand or see the things that we see. You know, but the Lord told it to the disciples, man. For you it is given, man, to understand these mysteries. You know?
It says, he is like a man which is built an house and dig deep and laid the foundation on a rock.
Dig deep. What happens when you go deep, man? You got those roots there, man. You know, the deeper you go, the more richer you are. You know, that's why I tell you that in James 2, man. Have not the Lord chosen the lowly? You know, those that don't have shit, but they got they're rich in faith. You know,
it says, and laid the foundation on a rock.
That's right, man. And this is what this truth is about, man. Having that solid foundation. If you don't have no solid foundation, man, hey, you can kiss the kingdom goodbye, man. You'll be brought back, you know, by way of one of the elect, man. Yeah.
All right.
You got a point? You can make
it says, laid the foundation on a rock, and when the flood arose, the stream beat vehemently.
That's right, man. That great tomorrow. You know, you're gonna have it says stream for heat. The stream beat vehemently. You know, so you're gonna have all kinds of hell hitting it from each way, man. You know. Yeah.
All right, it says it beat vehemently upon the house and could not shake it. for it was founded upon a rock.
That's right, man. That's that great foundation of Yahweh Shah. You know, and ultimately, what we are those houses, man.
Yeah.
You know, we are those spiritual houses, man. You know.
Continuing on, it says, but he that heareth and doeth not is like a man without a foundation built upon an house upon the earth, against which the stream did beat vehemently, and immediately it fell, and the ruin of that house was great.
Foundation on sand. Anything blew sand away. You know, but it said what though? It fell great, man. You know, and that's also like it to Esau's kingdom. You know, because by you not having a proper foundation of Yahweh Shah, you know, your foundation is set up on what the beliefs, the belief system, the philosophies, you know, that Edom pushes, man. And what's gonna happen to America? It's gonna fall greatly, man. And you're gonna fall with it. You know, because it tells you that in the book of John, man. You know, you of your father the devil, man, the lust of the flesh that he did, that he do, man, you're gonna do also. You know? So that only means that what don't hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished, man. You're gonna fall with them also, man. You know? Because one thing the Lord doesn't want is for you to try to basically show any type of partiality, man. You know, to where you eating on one side and the other side, man. You know, the Lord wants you to be totally to him, man. You know? Anything other than that is unacceptable.
They say a servant cannot serve two masters, man. You know, so you basically have to pick your side, man. The Lord doesn't deal with you know, lukewarm niggas, man.
Right.
You know?
You got the Acts 14. Acts 14 and 22.
This is Acts chapter 14, verse 20. It's like, go fucking me up. Acts 14 and 22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
You see, through much tribulation, man, and ultimately says what? Confirming the souls of the disciples, man. Confirming. What confirms it, man? The hell that we're catching. You know, that's why, you know, the brother about to go into Romans the 8th chapter, man, when it tells you about what the earnest expectation of the sons of the Most High, man. You know, it's soon gonna be made manifest, man. And it speaks about it in what 2nd Ezra 16th chapter, man. It's gonna be known who the men are, man. You know, those men that's dying and fighting daily, man, for this thing. What signing and crying for the abominations that's being done in the midst thereof. You know, because if you just look at how brothers maneuver, you know, throughout everyday life, man, that's in the truth. Hey, who else is doing what we're doing, man? Who else is, you know, what on phones, man, and basically what having holy conversation, man, every day. You know, nobody's waiting for the Lord's return, man. Just hey, that's just point blank period. That's just what it is, man. Nobody outside of the elect is waiting on the Lord's return, man. That's why I tell you what Amos 5 and 18, man. You know, want you that desire today, man. What end is it for you? You know, what end is it gonna be for you, man? Knowing that you dared to turn to the Lord, all right, and you basically was a partaker of this world the whole time, man. You know, you don't have a great ending, man. Your ending is gonna be talked about in the kingdom, how you was destroyed with this place, man. Then when you brought back, you're gonna walk around with your head down, man, and be pissed off. You know that what, man? You basically forsook Yahweh Shah.
This is Romans chapter 8, verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
That's right. It should be revealed in who? Us, man. The lowly, the meek. The scripture, it tells you that Matthew the 5th chapter, man. You know, the meek is for the kingdom, man. You know, blessed are the what? The meek, man. Blessed are the peacemakers. You know. Go ahead.
Verse 19. For the earnest expectation of
y'all, you can go to like 16.
Romans chapter 8, verse 16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High, and if children, then heirs of power, and joint heirs with Hamashiach.
That's right, man. Because what we're princes of the power, man. You know. So in order to basically be a full partaker of that, we must what? Be partakers of the sufferings, man. Catching this hell, man. All right. Losing every fucking thing that you have. You know. Or every little thing that you got, man. You know, and ultimately the Lord is pleased with that, man, because he knows that though it looks like it is no way out, you'll still call upon Yahweh Shah, man. And that's what matters at the end of the day, man. No matter what you're going through, and you still put your faith and trust in the Lord to show how much you really believe, man. You know? Because you are fully persuaded, man. You know, not because the next man is fully persuaded. You know, which you can motivate brothers here and now. But ultimately, man, when you are sitting down and your back is against the wall, hey man, you have to call upon the Lord, man. You know. Go ahead, Doc. Salaki, real quick, because it's not guaranteed that you're gonna be next to your brother, man, when all shit hit the fan, man. So you gotta be built up for yourself. You know. Now, does that mean be solitary? Hell no. You know, because what? That's one of the ways you be built up, man. Scripture tells you what bless. Get that in the Ecclesiastes out. The brother two are better than one. You know, because when you're at your lowest, man, that's when you really want to be accompanied by the spirit first and foremost, but the Akim also, man. You know, because what they go hand in hand together, man. Who gonna give you this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, man? You know, and lift you up when you're down.
This is Ecclesiastes 4:9 says, two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor.
You see, they have a good reward for their labor, man. Go a little bit after that.
Yeah, this is the next one. It says, for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he had not another to help him up.
That's right, man. So if you don't have nobody to lift you up, man, you gonna constantly stay down, man. Ultimately, instead of having being rooted, you know, you just gonna go deeper to the ground with no root. You know, you gonna go deep and deeper toward that sunken place, man. That get out spirit, man. You know, you gonna be in that sunken place, man. And you ain't gonna have nobody to help you out, man. You know. That was it on that. You continue.
I had one on there. This is from 1 Thessalonians 5:14. It says, now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly, comfort them feeble-minded, support the weak, be patient toward all men, man. You know, so just going into how you ought to basically help your brother, man. Support your brother. You know?
Continuing on, I'm gonna reread. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 17. And if children, then heirs of power, and joint heirs with the Mashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
That's right, man, because we understand that with the eyes of Yahweh Shah are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So the Lord is looking at everything in its most purest form, man. And the Lord looking down like, yeah, I love y'all. Yeah, y'all catching hell. But guess what? What I'm about to give y'all, what y'all about to receive after I bring y'all out of this fucking hell, it ain't gonna be able to be worthy, man. You can't. It's incomparable, man. You know. You had John the Revelator, man, describing the kingdom. He was like, I can't even do that, man. You know, I can't even explain how great which things I saw, man.
Yeah,
Apostle Paul, God. You know. So the thing, hey man, hey brothers, keep on fighting, man. You know, it's real evident that we're at the end of this thing. All right. And the scripture says what Edom is gonna come in like a flood, man. But what? Yahweh Shah is gonna lift up that great standard, man. You know, we're gonna be fought for, man. You know, because what? We're still in the hands of our enemies, man. So that means that it's great destruction for these heathens, man. It's a whole lot of payback that's about to be taken place. You know, the Lord isn't about to make a return and do no type of talking, man. The Lord isn't about to come back for his precious jewels, man, and sit down at a table with these fucking crackers, man. You know, the Lord is coming back for straight war, man. Tells you that what it's gonna be like until the Lord stepping out of a wine press, man. You know, the Lord don't have no time to talk, man. Y'all done had y'all time to do what y'all did, mainly for for Israel, but mainly for the elect, man. You know, because we see what's going on, man. We see you Edomites, man. You FBI, CIA agents, man. You know, praying up on the middle of the Lord, watching videos, taking brothers' channels down, man. You know, and that also lets us know, you know, that's that great sign and token that we're doing what we're supposed to do, man. You know? No.
Romans 8:19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. Verse 20. For the creature was made subject to vanity.
You see, we was made subject to this bullshit. We was made subject to vanity. But what?
Not willingly.
Not willingly. Go ahead.
But by reason of him who has subjected the same in hope.
By reason of him. Who is that him? That's Yahweh Shah. You see? who have what subjected us into hope. Hope was bestowed only upon the elect, man. That's why we're catching this hell, because what the Lord knows that through it all, we're gonna believe upon Him, man. You know, that's just what it is, man. So brothers, they keep on fighting. You know, understand that what, as Apostle Paul said, we got that great crown that's laid up for us, man. If we continue to endure, you know. But as it's been said, man, brothers are constantly laboring, man. You know, having face to the east, man, praying to Yahweh Shai, making these spiritual sacrifices, man, day in and day out, week in and week out. You know, just so that what we can make our call and election sure. You know, because ultimately that's what this present life is about, man. You know, we got to get up out this fucking hellhole, man. You know, and the only person that can get us out of it is Yahweh Shai, man. Brothers, got anything? So with that, man, we're gonna face these, man. Give all praise and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
The elders and apostles of the great millstone that rule well. And much peace, safety, and blessings to the hopefully elect throughout the four winds, pushing His truth and sincerity and diligence. Till next time, shalom.
Shalom.